let's keep it 100. This whole pandemic in terms of this COVID-19 has had adverse effects on so many of us emotionally. For some of you, actually physically with health. Some of you have touched or contracted the COVID virus. But my prayer and my joy is that you're still here, you're still living. And for those of you who have lost family members, my heart goes out to you. As a high I personality, when we talk about the DISC assessment, I'm very much a public figure. I'm very much a lover of people. I need relationships in order to properly thrive. And when I say relationships, friendships, my relationship with my wife, my relationship with my children, and relationships externally. But even for us, like being on lockdown for almost nearly a year, right? Having to limit our vacation options or having to limit the way we would normally live life has been a bit much. And I say all of that to say is that sometimes I can be going through an emotional or a mental season where I'm not at my best, and I need the covering of my wife. I need someone to say to me, you know what, it's going to be okay, right? Things are going to get better. And maybe sometimes some want to pray over me. My wife is not as outgoing as I am. She has really enjoyed it. But even for her, sometimes this has been difficult. But I think the important thing to remember is that even in the midst of that, she continues to see when something is wrong. She'll come and ask me. And not only that, she creates the environment for me as a male to be vulnerable. And you already know males don't do vulnerability too well. At least the majority of males, right? Don't do vulnerability too well. Why? We need an environment in which we can go to and feel safe with being vulnerable. And so my wife has been able to do that for me. But not only with this COVID-19 era, there may be certain seasons when you are going through a change. There may be a time where you're trying to navigate through something spiritually, emotionally, or mentally difficult. The question is, do you have someone covering you? And if there's anybody who should be covering us when we're going through these difficulties, if there's anybody that we should be providing covering for during these difficulties, it should either be our spouse or us that's doing the covering, right? And so I'm saying that in this season, right, are you connected to the source? Are you connected to God in such a way that He has you ready, willing, and able, living in the present and not operating on memorized data, right? Because we're always going through new stuff, right? New challenges, new difficulties. As we evolve as individuals, as we evolve as people, we're always going to the new next level. And on the next level is new challenges. Even in the midst of those challenges, are we consistently connected to the source such that we can minister to our spouse in ways that they need to be ministered to in the season when they're going through the difficulties and challenges that they're going through? So I challenge you guys in this season, right, to be able to identify, because what? If your spouse is not feeling well, guess who's going to feel the effects of that first, right? You are, right? And then, of course, it can filter into the other areas of your family, into the lives of your children. And at that point, we're just creating generational stuff, right? And we don't want that. If anything, we want generational, it's blessings, right? And so as you move through this next season, right, or as you're in the current season that you're in right now, be very aware of what your spouse is going through. If they're going through any difficulties, if they're going through any challenges, and be ready, be present, and be equipped, right, to be able to help them navigate through that difficulty and challenge. Y'all already know what I say about this thing, man. From shaky to good, from good to great. Ultimately, what we want is phenomenal marriages. But phenomenal marriages don't just happen. It takes work. So let's do that work. Because if you're not working on your marriage, then my friends, what are you working on? It's your boy Quest, man. Peace. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Quest, man, professional marriage and life coach. Listen, one of the things that we've always tried to do here, or one of the major themes here at the Greenhouse, right, or in the work that I do, is to concentrate on love, lifestyle, and legacy, right? And for the purposes of lifestyle, we wanted to create merch that is consistent with our ideas and beliefs as it relates to marriage. So listen, guys, you can see I got on the Tribe Called Marriage, raglan shirt, Tribe Called Marriage hat, and we have that and tons more merch in the shop. Do me a favor, if you like what we're doing and you like the merch, do me a favor, stop by, get some for you and your wife, and support the movement. You feel me? Because if you're not working on your marriage, my friends, then what are you doing? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Quest. Peace.